Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to the Wilderings: The Lost Spring demo. It's a monster collection roguelite where you're purifying a ruined world below with the help of cute little critters, and also planting this like beautiful sky garden on your airship. This is technically not my first rodeo on this one. I recorded a video and then realized my PNG tuber was covering kind of important UI. So I'm taking another crack at it. We're going to buy a small handful of meta progression, and then we're going to just dive in. I'll talk about the meta progression once we're done with our first run. Anyway, so you're playing as this cute little bee witch. Let's see. We want to grab this guy, because healing is extremely rare, at least at the point in the game that I'm at, and so we need all the healing we can get. So I'm going to bring that one along. But yeah, so we're playing as this cute little bee witch, and we are fighting critters. Oh, this is a new biome I haven't been to before. Ooh, or no, maybe I have. I don't know. The Sky Islands are different. Anyway, so yeah, everything's horrible, covered in trash. Oh, did they change some things? Maybe. Feels like my damage is lower. Oh well, not really a problem. They're resistant to heavy attacks anyway. So we got light attack, we've got heavy attack, but more so we've got a parry in the same form that, like if you've ever played the Arkham games, this has got a very similar kind of counterattack parry system, and it is so nice. I loved that parry system because it was just so smooth, so easy. You know, enemy's gonna hit you, give you a warning, hit the parry button. Except for this one, you actually get 3 hits on your parry, so you can actually take out three of the weak guys if you want to. So we can get, every time we clear one of these little shrines, we get one of like 4 or 5, or 3 to 5 upgrades. I think it's usually 3. So I can get more damage, more health, or meta progression resources. I will say, I don't actually like the fact that meta progression resources are a choice here. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. Well. I pressed the wrong button. I just want to interact with the thing. Sorry, I'm used to pressing X to attack, and I might have made my life hard. No, that's okay. We can get around. But yeah, I'm as like a roguelike player, I never like it when I'm given an option between a meta progression choice and like an actual thing that helps me on a run. That always feels bad because it's either do I sacrifice this run for more currency, or do I nope. Looks like I can only get 2 that time. That's fine. Do I sacrifice this run for more currency to make future runs better, or do I just make this run better and just accept the lowered rewards? Finding the balance on that one is kind of tricky, but on a personal level, it just feels bad to me. Okay. What I want to do is run around breaking all this trash. Every time you break an enemy, defeat an enemy, or break one of these pieces of trash, you get a small amount of meta currency, which can be used to upgrade your abilities back home. That's what I had bought the damage upgrade, or the armor damage upgrade at the beginning of this video. So I'm trying to be somewhat obsessive about breaking all these things. Let's see what else we got, because yeah, there's definitely something here. Okay, I can float over. We do also have a ranged attack system, but I'll admit, I'm not, like, too wild about it currently. I can kind of, but not really. It's one of those where, like, you have to manually aim, which, like, might work with keyboard and mouse, but it's rough with a controller in the middle of, like, combat. Anyway, armored enemy just has goop on it, resists the first 3 hits-ish. We get a Hântu slot. And then I also get 1 of 4. So mark enemies in an area. Ooh. As much as I want a new Hântu, this one's good. Yeah, I gotta remember to actually use my Hântu's ability. So my Hântu is the little blue guy that's following me around. The bee is default. That's like my, I don't know, it's baked in. Whereas the little blue guy will mark enemies and heal me if I kill them within a certain amount of time. I feel like the more damage versus the more Hântu damage, I almost kind of wish it would be like more attack damage or something like that, just for clarity. Just for a little bit of clarity. Oh no, those are just rocks. Okay. Let's go back down here. Because yeah, there's a shrine in the middle of this toxic waste pool. And I want to make sure I'm good to go on this one. So to go back to the whole meta currency as a reward thing, just as a suggestion to kind of still have that in without actually feeling as bad, I think the easier way to do it is just have a smaller amount of meta currency baked into every reward, but you get to choose. You get to choose which meta currency you want. Here, go for that. So, see how we have these little green flower things? That's my Hântu's ability. I get another Hântu slot. That's nuts. Okay. Yeah, do I want... I do need nectar. How much does it give me? So, let's see. That gives me a little bit. So, 35. Oh, it's not much at all. Okay, you know, that gets me up to 60. That's not terrible. I need 100 for a super important upgrade that I've been putting off. The one that actually gives me some level of healing as a reward from combat encounters, which I really wish was cheaper. It currently costs 100 nectar and you get about 50 per run, unless you actively choose for it. But yeah, so for that, you know, slew of rewards that we had there, you know, I gave up a 15%. Oh, no, don't go in the goop. Sorry. Brain translated to, this water is safe. We're good. And totally just blanked on the fact that, no, there's toxic goop there. It's not safe. Oh, well. Let's see. I gotta find more shrines in the area to purify. But I'm also trying to break as much of this trash as I possibly can. But yeah, so if it was like a 15% damage up and below it, it was like 5 nectar. Or, you know, 5 leaves. Or 5, you know, a couple of fruits. I think it would make picking rewards feel a little bit more meaningful, because then it's just like, okay, well, I need more nectar for X, Y, or Z upgrade. Okay, do I have a grappling point? No. But I think I can hop up here. Yeah, there we go. You know, I need nectar for an upgrade. Do I really want the damage that comes with a fruit, or do I go for the nectar with the, you know, small health boost or something like that? I don't know. It makes it feel a little bit more like you're tempted in a different direction, as opposed to like you're actively harming the run for a small power boost. If that makes sense. Don't want that to be there. Okay. This is the fast travel system for kind of getting around, but we don't need to talk to them right now. I don't know what this thing is. I've seen it a couple of times, but I have no idea. Alright. I love the pairing system. That is going to be the thing I go back to frequently, of just really enjoying using it. Okay, let's do that. There we go. That gets me a bunch of healing flowers. Unfortunately, they don't last for forever. Oh, but they lasted just long enough. Yeah, having it trigger on an area is huge. Okay, and then we've just got this guy. Wait here. It'll do a melee attack. You might notice that... Oh. He also has that, like, little attack marker over his head when he's about to do a ranged attack. You cannot parry those, unfortunately. Okay. Do I get more nectar? Do I get more damage? My damage is pretty good, but... Yeah. It just feels bad, I think, is the point. And so, like, I don't know. I would rather the meta progression be more expensive than ever having to compete with, like, do I want to empower this run or not? Because it gives off an air of this run is meaningless because I'm sacrificing it for resources. And I feel like that's kind of counterproductive to a good roguelike. I think it works in a game where the farming is more baked in mechanically. Rogue Legacy being a good example of this. Oh, I can actually hit one of these. I'm leaving the flowers because if I break them, the healing points disappear. If I don't break them... Ow. Come on, little... Poison's annoying. And I have to watch out for the... Damn... No! I have to watch out for the poison globs on the ground. It is not helping me. They're just shooting at me. Luckily, they lead their shots, so I can just kind of run around. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not trying to parry these guys much, it's because if they shoot each other, they get armor. And so even though parrying is by and far my best damage source, I don't want to extend the fight by giving them armor, even if it does open me up. Fighting two ranged enemies is not my favorite thing in the world. Oh, don't go into the poison goop. But we do have one of these little glow balls. Usually have healing, some damage, or some memory fragment meta progression. I'll take it. My Hântu doesn't do damage to begin with. Okay, what do we have here? I haven't actually been this direction before. Guess I might as well get this one. Like, is it just you? If it's just him, then we'll just smack him. You can't activate the shrine until... There we go. That's plenty of healing. Okay. Oh, there's 3 of these guys now. Yep. Notice how one of them just shot the other in the butt? It now has armor that I'm going to have to strip. Which is really annoying. It has to kind of be a direct hit, which is nice. Oh, that's what gets me. I'm not in the landing zone, but I'm in the way. Grab the healing. And yeah, every once in a while I stop sprinting, which really throws me off. Because sprinting is extremely good at avoiding hits. There we go. Yeah, they also like to fire goop after they die. There we go. And they're toast. I could have actually used my healing there, but I don't know. I don't want to take risks. So I can heal myself for 50, we can get seeds for meta progression, we can get this guy. More armor damage, slug resistance, and a chance to snare. Sure, let's grab him. Because I've got 3 slots. And I might as well grab this cute frog boy. Also really love the, converting the wasteland into, lush green paradise again. I think most people should probably like that theme by this point, but for me it's just, I don't know, there's something real pleasant about feeling like I'm doing something in a video game. That, that the environment is being transformed by my actions. And I recognize that it's just a pure visual, flip. It's not like I'm actually doing anything meaningful here. Well, I mean, lore-wise I am, but mechanically, the only difference is that I don't get hurt by the grass or the water for running in it, so, Let's go up and clear the top. We have to clear... We don't have to clear the whole grassland, but we kind of want to. There's, yeah, there's time to touch grass, restore all the springs on a grassland. And so we want to snag that. This might have been too much healing. Oops. Oh well. And normally my healer character can only heal... let's see. My healer character can... Or healer Hântu can only heal... let's see. Sorry. Mildly distracted. Trying very hard not to take damage. I also don't like the fact that it keeps telling me about using the blowgun to hit a weakness. See if I get lucky and can kill this guy before the other one decides to shoot at me. Looks like he was distracted, which actually works out. Okay. Now, if I'm really lucky, I can yeet him. Now, yeah, you can yeet enemies off of ledges and they will take a ton of damage for falling. So rain now also snares enemies. I do like that. Yeah, let's go for it. Anytime we're offered a unique power-up, I should grab. Because the bonus damage is kind of nothing. Huh. Grappling hook over here. And then onto this tree? Doesn't seem like there's anything here, though. I really like the little grappling hook upgrade. I kind of wish you could grapple to any exposed ledge, but I guess that would be... You hit the X button and oops, you're out of combat now, and that'd be a bad thing. Okay, oi. We're not even in a regular fight here. Oh, shoot. I did not realize rain was that strong. Did it just shoot itself to get armor back? It might have. But yeah, so it's really trying to get me to blowgun here. Ow. Ah. There's a nasty critter in the grass. I'm not going to be able to get at that, am I? That's okay. At least that flower isn't broken, and the grass will go away as soon as I purge things. Yeah, I did not realize that the rainstorm would actually do so much damage. I figured it was just like slow enemies down, not a just like absolutely massive AoE. Okay, I just don't want them pushing me into the grass because that's going to hurt. This is very funny. You guys going to do anything? It's like they were waiting for me to combo. Oh, Dasher. Oh, okay. So there are new enemy types. Luckily, the Dashers are mostly a problem if you're not paying attention or if you're overwhelmed. So if you have a chance to fear, I think I'm just going to go for more damage, though I should probably actually grab the mushroom. Every time you get a new critter, a new Hântu, they will start appearing on your airship. And you can start runs with them. I'm not going to because the healing is too good, but it's nice to have them anyway. Especially because you can spend fruits to upgrade them. Okay, current health, or memory fragments. Definitely the memory fragments. There's only so much meta progression, and maxing it out is good. Also, do not need the heals. I am feeling pretty good, actually. Let's see, do we have a shrine up here? Maybe. I rewild this guy. I like the dashers. I really just don't like the ranged guys. They're the bane of my existence. Okay. I've been raising my armor damage. Okay, you know what? Use the rain? Use that. Okay, there he goes. I'm not going to be able to get more than just some healing off of them, but that's okay. Here to grab the remaining healing bits. Oh, you can actually just tap that to use the blowgun. That's going to throw me off. Yeah, I don't like the fact that the blowgun tip did give him armor. I don't like the fact that the blowgun tip shows up more or less directly. Oh, I'm not sprinting anymore. That's why I suddenly feel extremely sluggish. Yeah, I really wish this was just always sprint. The regular move speed is just way too slow. Alright, but wait, there's more. How? Take those guys out. Get them both. If I get them snared. No way I'm going to be able to take him out in time. That's fine, we're full health anyway. Ow. Ooh. Direct hit too hurts. There we go. Get out of here. Perfect. Oh. Interesting, he didn't take the falling damage. Probably because he fell in the swamp? Whoop. I just have to make sure I don't fall in the swamp. There he goes. I don't think there's any surviving that one. That's rude. Ow. Ow. So the dasher can only be killed with melee. That hurts. Okay, Hornsby, melee damage, chance to knock back? Sure. Let's grab him as well. He's cute. Little what, mammoth dog thing? Okay, next time we have a bunch of the little biters together as a group. I should see about... Oh, damn. There's a lot here. And I've only purified a fraction of it. Well, we got a bunch here. Might as well break this stuff. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I have anything else. Okay, do we have any bad lads? Yes, we do. 3 of these guys. Okay, sad part is... I don't have my heal, though. Yeah, all the weak guys always show up first. Oh! I did not realize that he would just do that much damage. Yeah, so I literally cannot hurt him. Wait, but I think he got killed? And I squandered my combo, but that's okay. Oh, but it does not do much damage at all to armor. Yeah, so the Dasher tried to go into the grassland. I did not realize... Uh-oh. Fumigator. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, that's what it do. It's just a suicide bomber. Well, let's grab the nectar, because we don't need any of these guys. So the Fumigator is probably going to be a serious issue if I'm, let's see. If he shows up in the middle of, like, a full group. Well, hey, at least I got plenty of nectar. I did say that I usually get, like, 50 on a run. I'd like to get the healing plants from them, but... no dice. Okay. This one, is it just you? No, there's two of them. Whoop, there's more. I guess if I had been patient, I could have gotten more healing flowers from them. That's okay. Alright, do we have anything else? No. So pop this open. Okay, avoid. Ooh. Okay, we got a Dasher. Let's just hope Dashy boy goes into the grassland again. I need, I guess we're gonna need to... oh, come on. He was behind the rock. Okay, he did do it, after all. Got him. Okay. Get another one of these. Stay away from that. Get them all. Alright, we're good. We get some healing. Some healing. More nectar. Alright. Yeah, I really need just a little bit more damage so I can one cycle the Dasher. If I can do that, it is going to make my life much easier. Okay. One of my original complaints from my first video of this was that the enemy variety is kind of lacking. The answer is no, you just have to unlock it by going on a very long run. Okay. Was this all just the same singular environment? It is. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is a place I haven't been before, but the answer is usually I die around here. Alright. So yeah, we've got that whole area over there to cleanse. But I think I'm going to keep working my way backwards. Just because. The other thing... yeah, we got this here. Well, alright, never mind. Not going to be able to do that. The other thing to check is, did I leave some healing behind? Because I'm at half health and I wouldn't mind getting back up. Really wish breaking trash would actually charge my Hântu. I think that would make using this healing character a lot easier. Oh, speaking of healing. Oh, we got one of these. Please be a 5% damage up. Or, oh, is this one already used? Bet. Well, How much health do I have? I don't know, but I see like several healing flowers over here. So I should probably go grab them. Because yeah, each of these heals me about 10. 9 or 10. Yeah, I might as well just use them. No point in banking them. Alright, there we go. Now I'm feeling much healthier. So we got that whole area up there. How do I get up? How do I get back? Well, I mean, I said I wasn't going to go this direction, but I guess I am. I don't see a shrine here, so it's got to be up top. And enemy difficulty scale is not based on location, but based on how many shrines I've cleansed and how much is left. Oh, beyond demo limits. Okay, so can't go that direction anyway. That's unfortunate. Oh, maybe I can still go to the mountain. Well, I know for a fact I can go backwards. There's a whole area that I can go to there. There we go. Took a hit. Healed the hit. We're looking good. Alright, I've also got some more trash to get to. Let's see. I think there's really much of a reason for me to go here. I kind of wish there was a map that I could refer to just for my own convenience. I know you can actually talk to Riff here. Let's see if I can. Glad to see you safe and sound. What can I do for you? Travel. Okay, so... Oh. Silo grasslands. Interesting. So I can actually just go back up to the ship if I wanted to, but that might reset things. You know what? I'm just gonna walk. Yeah, interesting that one of those seemed to cost something. But we want to head back here. So I guess it is kind of like a mini open world. I'd originally introduced it as such and then kind of walked that back. But I think it does kind of fall in there. So this would have been the grasslands they could have warped me to. But it's fine. I can just get over here. Bunch of these guys. Easy peasy. Do wish that was... Or I had my... heal charged for this. Okay, and that's enough damage to kill the Dasher. Yeah, we're good. That was a hell of a lot of them. Please give me some more damage, thank you. That's all I need. Because now I should be able to kill the Dasher in one cycle. Oh. It's like, why am I so slow again? It's because I stopped dashing. I can't think of a single reason why you would want to run at normal speed. Let's see. And it's a little off-putting that you can. You can switch it? Oh, you know what? Oh, no, I can't. We got a bunch of nibblers. Ow. I take a hit, but I get a bunch of heals. I'll take it. Alright. Yeah, we want to just kind of purify this area as well. So the answer is they only seem to have one map at the moment, and then it's a fixed map. That's fine. There we go. I actually don't mind games having a fixed map, as long as the fixed map is interesting. I think this is kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Wow, that was easy. Another Hântu slot, finally. So now we've got all 4. And Stampede, ooh. Charges 2 extra Vlug spawns. I think I'm going to grab that. I'd like to get one more Hântu, but making him extremely chargy is also good. really wish my Hântu would actually help me break trash. Like, they help in combat, but I kind of wish they hated trash just as much as the Vlug spawns. Okay. Pull this off. Yeah, there's a shrine up here as well. I should be using some of these a little bit more. I guess Vlug spawns, probably. Got him. Okay, we took some damage there because it was chaos, but it's fine. So it seems like my abilities by... Oh, and that actually did kill him, even though he fell into the murk. Momentum Echo. Infinite chain as long as new targets exist. Ooh! That's fun. Snag that. Let's see. Do we have one more of these? No, I didn't mean to hit all of them. Well, it's fine. Okay, so we can go down there. Yeah, let's go down here. I want to see Cheney Boy wreak absolute havoc. Ow. That was the wrong button. What? Even hit me. No idea. Got him, and we're good. There's plenty of healing here. Let's see, do we want to grab Mushroom? Sure. Because we're actually doing great as far as progression systems go. And now we got Mushroom. It's cute. All of them are cute. Alright, my health is looking great. Oh. Look at a weird thing there, but that area is still corrupted. So is this one. I don't know. Let's clear out all of these shrines first. Oh. Whoop. Okay, so it turns out hitting all of your abilities simultaneously crashes the game. Oh, that's tragic. There's probably no mid-run saving. Damn, that was a good run, too. I'm hoping at least remember to save my currency. Let's find out. Because if it saves my currency, at least I can buy the meta progression. If it didn't save my currency, oi, ouch. Please have been saving this entire time because it would be absolutely tragic to lose all of that. I don't know until I open this. It saved nothing. Oh, that's crushing. That was like an actually good run. Okay. Well, now that I've gotten over the, slight disappointment of having a crash, let's talk about this game, because I don't think I'm gonna be... Oh, you're right, we didn't have anything. I'll just stick with Lumi. I still haven't really noticed the chance to steal life, but Anyway, I do like this game. I think the combat system is good. It very much reminds me of Batman, in like the best possible way. And as somebody who's been kind of wanting that style of game to come back, it feels like it's in a really good spot. So, I don't like the ranged enemies. I don't like the fact that you kind of have to resort to cheese to fight them. If you could parry their projectiles back at them, that would be one thing. If they didn't leave like a lasting damage zone, maybe that'd be something. But the moment any of those ranged enemies shows up, I'm more or less forced to go immediately into cheese the game until I can take most of them out, because there's no way I can feasibly fight normally, even to the point of parrying enemies, while they still exist, because, you know, if I'm mid-parry, they'll still hit me with a ranged attack and I'll take a ton of damage. You know, I'll finish the enemy off. I know that's the point that you're supposed to, like, watch out from all enemy attacks, but, like, that's the one that's, like, kind of forces you to abandon everything in favor of just, like, pure avoidance, and that feels, I don't know, not amazing to me. Let's see. Next order of business, I mean, should be the obvious one of, really would love to see this game get mid-run saving. Just every time you complete a shrine, it just does a little save, and you can quit out of the game and reload from that spot instead of having to sacrifice a run. Because the runs, you know, they're not that short. They're not that long either. They're, as far as I can tell, in probably a good state. But let's see. Oh, that wasn't actually it. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, the runs are in a fine state as they are, but not everybody has the time to, like, do a complete run. I know the usual argument is, well, they shouldn't be playing a roguelike, but, you know, I don't think it's really that outlandish to say, oh, never mind, can't do that. Oh, this sucks. I guess I will heal for 25. I do not like the healing option. Why did I do that? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Not to say that this run will be over, but I will probably be, let's see. I don't think I will be finishing this run either. Let's see. Can I get up there? Perfect. As a way of kind of getting around at the very least. And then also it's a good way of protecting against crashes like we just experienced. I don't know. I'm very much of the opinion that saving should always be, like, just baked into any game, roguelike and otherwise. And a lot of developers think, oh, it's a roguelike. You know, you're supposed to, end the run and start over, but it sucks when that's a crash. Or you have to, like, step away for a little while. Because I've definitely had some roguelikes like that in the past where it's just like, oh, I'm having a great run. Oh, shoot, I need to go. There's something going on. And then I just don't go back to the game because, like, I had that one good run that was left unfinished, and now it just kind of haunts me. I actually have a lot of roguelikes like that. And maybe this is more of a me thing than a, like, universal thing, but it's still something that I, like, think about somewhat often. Let's see. At the very least, saving the currency between runs would be the... Or between runs. Look, I'm a little embittered, but being able to save my currency, ooh, Furioso looks neat. Sadly, can't do anything with it. I'm a little embittered by that crash, and I would love to see that fixed, especially if this is going to be a, in kind of like a demo playtest state for a while. Let's see. The more Hântu damage actually is good. I shouldn't completely poo-poo that. I just don't need it at the moment because my main Hântu does not do damage. Anyway, let's see what I was going to say. So, one thing I haven't talked about yet that I think is an issue with this game is the character builds are kind of boring. I really liked the fact that I could upgrade the Hântu. The fact that the chargy guy got extra charges and then eventually gained the ability to just infinite charge while there's targets. I think that's good. I think that's cool. I think that's worth keeping. I don't like the fact that the only upgrades for the main character and how the main character plays are entirely just, oh, you do more damage. Doing more damage is really basic and not that interesting. Like, I don't mind it from these little, like, puffball things, but I think it's kind of boring and or bland from a, like, you've completed a shrine, pick your reward. Same thing with the cash. Even the 15% damage, like, it stacks up and is good and is necessary, and I was looking for it. But imagining imagine if Binding of Isaac, if everything was just a, like, plus damage up, plus attack speed up, plus, like, if every run was just vanilla, you know, tweak your stats one way or another, I don't think anybody would be talking about Binding of Isaac nowadays. Everybody would be, you know, moved on to Gungeon. If Gungeon would have even been a thing, I don't know. That these are very bottom of the barrel roguelike upgrades. I don't strictly hate them, but they don't make things more interesting. I like the fact that the counterattack, for example, is a 3-hit combo. I think that's very good and has a lot of potential there. But I almost actually feel like that could be something that could be an upgrade. You know, you start with just, you parry an enemy, you hit them back. And so maybe you can find an upgrade that makes it so you do 2 swings instead of 1. Or you do an AoE swing, so it hits anybody near you. Like, there's a lot of ways to make the counterattack more interesting than just, like, more damage. Because imagine if it was one of those where I did, like, a big swing, or a big swing with knockback. Because the enemies can get flung into that grass and take a ton of damage if they're there, which is awesome. And imagine if my you know, counter swing straight up yeeted them. It'd feel great. I would love that. Because then it would actually feel like I've unlocked something interesting and fun. And that way I can have a run that's, like, really big on knockback. And so, like, you do, you know, maybe even knocking an enemy into another enemy does damage. Knocking an enemy into a wall does damage. Knockback on a boss doesn't actually do knockback, because knocking a boss back would be really cheesy, but, you know, maybe then it's just a basic damage up. Because against regular enemies, you want the gameplay to be different. You want to have runs vary from one to the next. You don't want to just have the players doing the exact same attacks, the exact same counters, the exact same shoots over and over and over again, because they're just going to become kind of disconnected from the whole process. Let's see. And so one way to do this is, rather than even having it be just a generic upgrade like damage ups and stuff, I noticed that a lot of the Hântu have, like, you know, lifesteal or bonus damage, or maybe chance to knockback. I'd have to look at them. Yeah, melee damage and chance to knockback. I like that for Hornsby. I think that's cool. What if it was one of those where the Hornsby melee damage and chance to knockback, by picking Hornsby, you then get access to a small set of traits themed around Hornsby that both buff Hornsby and you simultaneously. Just kind of like God boons in Hades. And so by having Hornsby, you get a lot more perks related to melee damage, related to knocking enemies around knockback damage, doing, you know, a ton of damage to enemies, stuff like that. And so instead of having these, like, really generic upgrades that just show up that I pick because I have no choice, it'd be way more interesting if I had specialized upgrades that I pick because I want to go hard, you know, poison or fire this run. And that way you can kind of have players tactically picking the Hântu they want to run with. Right, this is a feature I haven't shown off yet. You can actually wall ride. Kind of? Okay. Character gave up partway through, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe I just need to start higher, or maybe it's I don't know. Maybe I can't be holding X. Can't be holding X, otherwise it interrupts it. Okay, a little bit more damage. And that way you could also have some Hântu affecting your like attacks too, like your ranged attacks. Because right now I don't use my ranged attack as it does like 8 damage, and I just don't care about that. It doesn't, there's no reason for me to use it. Let's see. There should be a grappling point there, but maybe I need to clear other stuff up first. And so, you know, if there was an upgrade centered around, was it Hornsby or whatever, with the ranged attack that was like, hey, your ranged attack now just like knocks enemies around. Or your ranged attack literally just tells him to charge at that enemy. or something like that. Instantly would make the ranged attack much more interesting, especially if you can also like pair it with like bounces from target to target. Let's see. And so I like where a lot of these systems are currently at. But the replay value is kind of low, owing to the fact that, you know, I'm doing largely the same thing that I did the previous couple runs, with minor variations. And while I like the fact that the Hântu are pretty different and do actually have upgrades, like I like those. I like the fact that I was able to give my healing one an AoE. Like that was really nice, and I appreciate that greatly. I just want the same thing for my own like character attacks and abilities, so that I'm not just running around kind of casting abilities left and right, because I still have to attack to charge my moves. And like it's scaled based on the amount of damage I do, so it's not like super bad. Because I think I can actually have my Hântu charge other Hântus, which I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea. I think it's fine. I think it just does potentially put you in a position where ow. Well, this has gone terribly for me. Let's see. Well, that was weird. I also really don't like the fact that it's telling me about this blowgun. I mean, I guess that... Oh, shit. That actually healed me for like 23. Okay, so my little Healy boy is actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Wait there. See if we can break him. Perfect. Alright. So far, so good. Let's see. Now, I'd like to get Sadie Sprout, but don't have the slot, so we're just going to keep grabbing meta progression. Let's see. I already talked about that. What else did I really want to talk about here? I don't know. Let's see. I was hoping to get more nectar, because I do want to get those healing fruits, but I don't think it really matters. I think at this point we're in a mostly good spot. Let's see. I'll keep going for at least a little bit longer. Because yeah, I'm not going to try and go for a full run here, especially now that I know that... Oh, interesting. So when they've got the spores on them... Ow. Yeah, when they've got the spores on them, they're feared. Oh. Got another one of these. Yeah, I do really appreciate that my mush boy, he's helping me out that much. Dude's awesome. And yeah, using the blowgun for the random ranged attacks that I don't have to aim is quite nice. Do I keep grabbing fruits? I think so. Snag these. Because yeah, I wanna get enough stuff that I can... Really? Only 2 flowers for that. Some places give me 4 and I feel cheated, but I mean, it's fine. Okay. So we have a pipe here. Does it get me anywhere? Because yeah, we want to get up to that one and see if I can purify it. Because we've got this like weird mill. Oh, not that way. Yeah, we've got this weird mill that looks like I should be able to purify it, but I currently can't. it might not be in the game yet, is a possibility. It's got a ton of trash around it, which is good for meta farming, but I don't know if I want to put in the time. Okay, can't get there. I can keep breaking these. I just want to see what I can get up to. Oh. This wasn't here. Was it? Maybe. Okay, not seeing anything else. Let's go here. Have I cleared the top yet? No. Okay. Clear the top. This might be how I get to that island. Okay. So is the ranged attack the only one that has the chance to heal? Maybe? Okay, now we got the dasher. I want to see if increasing my base parry damage has put me in a position where I can one cycle them. Yes! Okay. Yeah, I'd raised my base parry damage, fungal chain, infection spreads on every attack. Yeah, I like those. I like those a lot. I just wish that I had something on a personal level that was also affecting that stuff, if that makes sense. Oh, I should be grabbing ammo, shouldn't I? Now that I found out the chance to heal might be higher with my ranged attacks. Okay, I think I can make this. Yeah? Yeah, easy peasy. Grab some more healing. Life is good. I want to see about purifying this whole area, because I've never done it before. And it seems at least halfway useful. Okay, there we go. Peace out. Okay. Oh. Avoid that. Oh, stop dashing. Finish him off. Perfect. Got plenty of healing. What? I was right next to you. Yeah, really wish you could parry them. Like, if you're next to them and you're still going to do a range, or they're still going to do a range attack, I feel like you should still be able to, like, wallop them upside the head and parry just the same way. Even if you can't parry an actual range attack. Damn. Grab those. Okay, avoid. I really do not like the fact that the tutorial information keeps popping up kind of front and center on the screen. What? Oh, they do hit each other sometimes. Of course, they're going to be right there. But yeah, the problem is by putting the tutorial information in the kind of top middle of the screen, that is exactly where I'm looking. That is my overall viewport into the world. I'm not really looking below my character ever. Unless there's an enemy directly there. But whatever I'm trying to, like, counterattack or hit or... Wow. Yeah, whatever I'm trying to counterattack or hit or look at or dodge, I've got it in that front center spot with very limited variation there. You know, I'm almost always looking at those exact spots and nowhere else. And so to put the tutorial information right there is extraordinarily distracting and not really that helpful, because then I'm more just kind of annoyed that it exists rather than paying attention to what it's saying. It does not look like I can clear that out. Well, that's okay. All right. How much nectar do I have? I need to get 25 more. That should be easy. Unless, of course, I get dropped. At least I don't lose anything for dying in this. Grab the ammo. You have this. But I don't know if I can get up conventionally. I can get up here for some reason. Oops. Let me try that again, because that actually does have a ledge up top. Well, we got this here. Whatever this is. Something scattered. The gong calls, still calls. I don't remember who I was. What was that? What is this orb that's following me? It said something about a gong. I should look for one. I don't see a shrine nearby. I do... Oh. Ow. I pressed the wrong button to dodge. That's awful. Well, all of a sudden this is looking... Oh. I wonder if I can shoot them. Okay, so I can shoot them as they're about to shoot at me. That's kind of nice, actually. I was hoping we'd get a healing proc. But I'll take what I can get. Oh, right. And I've gone back to regular running. I really wish there was a auto run with no way to disable it. I know I've said this before, but that's like extremely important to me because I do not like the sudden, oh, you're moving slow, that I keep running into here. Pulled it too early. It was doing the roar, but it didn't do the... It's fine. Or it had gotten on all fours, but it hadn't actually started the counter roar animation. Yeah, so I'm probably toast here. There we go. Get some healing. Now we've got the Fumigator, which we've already run into, and they hurt so bad. Okay. Grab that so I can take another hit. I think that's it. Alright, please give me the option for some nectar. Nope. I'll go for the max health. Not enough. Not nearly enough. I mean, we do get a bit of nectar for clearing each one of those, but it's like 5. But this whole area up above, if I can get to it. And the nice part is, like, as long as the game doesn't crash on me, I get to keep all of my meta progression. So it puts me in a somewhat good spot. A flicker, a spark. I'm beginning to feel again. There are more pieces. You must find them. Oh! So that's what those are about. Oh, we got another one of these here. Looking for another nibbler to show up. You're not a nibbler. Got him. Got the health. Oh boy. Well. Alright, I'm getting more used to that. That is very satisfying. Please give me nectar option. No, but I'll take the fruits. My health's actually not looking as bad as it was. Is that it? Just 2? No, 3. Okay, this gets us up here. Oh. You can get up here. Well, I didn't go to these runes last time. Oh, we've got another one of these little orbs. Okay, more damage, more damage. Extra health is nice, but I do kind of want to just get the kill. You brought me back a little more. I remember hands in the soil, a laugh like wind through leaves. There was a promise, someone small, but the face is lost. Okay, so that little soul bit, there's one per region. There we go. Pop this for some healing. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Oh no. What have I done? I've made friends. I'm not going to try anything. Oh, that was easy. Give me a Hântu slot, finally. Please give me somebody with an AoE. Let's try Furioso. Okay, so what can we do with this guy? Chance to burn, 5%. Yeah, so I think by leveling them up, we get a higher chance to burn and maybe increase their damage and some other things. Okay, stuck there. I think they're a nice ranged attack. Let's see. What else was I going to say about anything? I don't know. Like, I like where this game is at. I like where it's going. I think it feels very comfortable as far as, like, its action combat goes. I love the visuals. I think it looks lovely. It's like, is it tacky to say I love the visuals, they look lovely? The answer is yes. If I was writing this, I would accuse myself of being reusing too much, you know, the same words, but oh well. Let's rewild this one. I want to see what fire does for me. But not against these guys. Whoop. Ah. I was not expecting to see an explodey boy. Ember burst. Magma explodes, burning nearby foes. Well, that was a thing. Okay, we've got the soul there. Oh, beyond demo limits. No, thank you. Okay. So we are kind of limited in where we can go and what we can do on this, which is fine. Anyway. You restore all the springs on the grasslands. Oh. Oh, so the grasslands are probably much easier, because that area is the grasslands. This is like a highlands or something. Presumably. Unless this is also part of the grasslands. Okay, get this one. Okay. They all burn to death except for this guy who's just going to hang out here. Ow. Well, I can't get back up there, can I? That's rude. I mean, I've been doing that to enemies this entire time, so I guess it's only fair. It just feels unfair. Problem is I'm going to have to reset the entire encounter, aren't I? Well, I mean, if I'm lucky, I won't. Nope. Oh, I did just get blasted there. Is what it is. It's time to go anyway. All right. Yeah, what was I going to say? Really, I think the main things to focus on are, once again, don't like the fact that the upgrades are giving me currency. I feel like that should either be mixed in or just bonus, even if it means increasing the price of every meta progression thing. Have it kind of balance out. I'm 5 off. Next thing, Life Sprout should be cheaper, much cheaper. The fact that it is 100 is a pain because it means that I'm more incentivized to buy one of these upgrades to get me just that little bit further, even though the thing that I need is this. And so I feel like the Life Sprout should be the cheapest upgrade in the greenhouse, so that players actually have the players will actually be pushed to buy it, because it's like, it sucks to have currency to buy an upgrade and then say, no, you know, I really need this healing fruit. Let's see. So I could get a jump attack. Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab both of these and go over here. Light attack damage. Oh, this is going to massively change things. Kind of. And then I'll get some more health as well. I like this little upgrade tree, though, I mean, it's definitely going to... It's one of those where the meta progression acts as kind of like a weird soft difficulty curve. Here. Can I actually upgrade any of you? Not him. What about you? Nope. What about Mushy? Nope. Each of these wants a different fruit, and I've been collecting them, but I haven't been collecting, apparently, the right stuff. Lumi? Nope. Yeah, so I have a ton of fruit for someone. Just not any of these. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't like the fact that the healing reward upgrade is locked behind a very expensive meta progression tier. If you want to have multiple tiers of it, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But the fact that, you know, it's 100 nectar to unlock, that's like 20 of the shrines, which is, like I said, roughly about 2, maybe even 3 runs worth of amber. And that's kind of a hard thing to force players to save up for. Oh, did I get any leaves? No. Yeah, I can also upgrade these plants as well. So that increases my max HP. This gives me a resistance to poison. This gives me a resistance to damage. And there's some other things that I can build here. Obviously, Life Seed, Life Sprout. Then there's some other ones like these trees, which I will have to look into, because I'm assuming plant that produces ash fruit among burning ashes. So I'm assuming getting those gardens down supplies me with fruit maybe regularly for feeding these guys. Maybe. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, right. And the big one, I think that's going to be the most important. Like, the other ones are kind of basic and you can kind of ignore them. The big one really does boil down to, I need a more interesting upgrade scheme over the course of a run from my characters. I don't want to say, like, make it go full Hades, where, like, each of the Hântu is the equivalent of a Hades god, but it kind of feels like it needs to be something like that, especially where you're kind of incentivized to maybe pick certain Hântu together. Imagine if, like, Sadie Sprout plus Furioso lets you put down like poison pools and then set them on fire, which makes them both keep around for longer and do extra damage to enemies standing, you know, in the poison pool or something like that. Little interactions like that, fusions would be insane, honestly, but maybe kind of tricky. Just to play with the monster collection aspect a little bit more. And then also to give you a reason to, like, kind of consider, do I want to grab Furioso and Mushry? Is there a fusion there? Maybe, maybe not. And currently there's no, like, interplay between the different creatures, and I feel like that's a wasted opportunity space that maybe is being planned on, but I feel like is one that kind of needs to be planned on. Trying to think of any other like pertinent things that I want to talk about right now. I don't know. Otherwise, like the plot, the story, the world, the aesthetic especially are all pretty solid. I don't think there's really much of plot so far. It's mostly just your siblings have been turned into monsters, go rescue them. But I don't hate that as like a basic premise. I like the fact that we're on this kind of like slipshod airship. I think that looks really neat. It'd be kind of cool if as you like upgrade that shrine in the back, it actually makes the airship look considerably less patched up and falling apart. That'd be neat. Anyway, I might as well mention that the Wilderings, the Lost Spring playtest is going on right now, though I do not know if you can even get access. I just know on the Steam page you can request access and maybe be granted access. Otherwise, if you do want to play this yourselves and give it a test, get a little further than I have, upgrade your Wilderings and so on and so forth, it will be available as part of the Steam Next Fest in a couple of weeks. So if you do want to get involved, help the game get, well, improve, give some feedback, so on and so forth, keep an eye out for that. I don't think I'm going to be covering it again before or even during the Next Fest, just due to time limitations, but I for sure will be back when the game is out. So, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.